Chicago. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers.
They say summer is the time. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a two-time walk-on, who later became a two-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long for Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he stopped immediately there. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught by Mooney.
Now Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
The ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week: 21 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league. I'm 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris.
Mayfield's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Can't do that.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
He was covered by Steven Nelson.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Howard. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
Makes the score Bears 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
On the play. Recovered by
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Taken down.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield off the play fake. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Packers.
From the gun, Mayfield. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chandler Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Keeps the score, Bears 10.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
7-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And it brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
10. Packers nothing.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Out of the gun now on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mayfield now from the 50. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Fuller. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
17, incomplete. He was covered by Jamal Adams.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Back to throw now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, good.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That's complete to Mooney. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First and 10 at the 36.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
He's tackled at
the run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
On the run, it's Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Warner. Baker makes
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On second down, here's the option. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
makes it 3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Forced out to his left. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Come on, man.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 9 now. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Jordan Berry now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mixon with it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they're well past midfield. Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Chicago, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.